Hey everyone, my name's Mr. GG and welcome to What If Deku Was a Witcher Part 2. Now, as I said, tomorrow there won't be any videos. Because I'll be going to Townsville. I won't be back I'll probably be back either Monday or Tuesday, don't know yet. But anyway. Where we last left off, Siri was just being attacked by, ghouls. And Izuku saved her. Now, Siri has been taken back to the castle. And, been taken into first aid. Where she is currently being treated for the little injuries she did get from the ghouls. Mainly just scratches and all that. And, hopefully it does not come into my recording because I'm listening to music like more important than this. So, it's been 2 weeks now, and she has now woken up. Izuku is standing outside the door just to make sure the others don't go in there and basically do something stupid and idiotic. Because, kids around that time of age. Pranks. I'm getting at pranks. If you think anything dirty, you're fucking wrong. Just don't. Is my sister still awake? She would be, because I'm talking, and I'm talking pretty loudly. Anyway, Izuku basically staying outside, goes in every now and check to see how she's doing. She has now woken up. And she asks, who are you? He says, it's a guard, someone who was posted outside to make sure you weren't, hurt or anything, and any screams for that to happen. As he says, I'll go get Flazamir. Yes, I learned one of the names. So, he goes off to get Flazamir. And she's thinking, Flazamir? Hold on, does he mean Uncle Flazamir? The Witcher? Hi, Uncle? And remember, she just calls him that, even though he's like 100 and something years old. Yes, he's pretty old. Right now, he's gone off to get Buzzmere. He gets him and says, he doesn't say Flazamir, Flazamir. He says Grandpa. Okay, run down. And why I said that. Everyone in the school is basically family to him, except for the other kids, because they're dicks and I don't like them, and they're not playing a big part in this, whatever. So, run down. Geralt, his father figure, basically the one who raised him and all that. and sees him as the person to go to for questions and all that. Jennifer basically is surrogate mother. She looks after him and, well, looks after him if he gets hurt or anything like that. And if he gets in a little bit of trouble, she's the one who scolds him, because Geralt's the one who just mainly lets the stuff go most of the time, unless it's involved monsters. Vladimir also gets up him. Vladimir is his grandfather in this, basically the person to go to for knowledge and, really cool stories in that. Next thing. The other two, I don't remember the names. They're basically the older brothers. He sees them as older brothers. So they pick on him whenever they get a chance in that. And yeah. Anyway. Izuku's going to get Vladimir and says, "Grandpa, she's awake." Izzy says, already? Well, thank you. Izzy says, "I'm gonna go train. I'll see you later, Grandpa." As he walks off to go train. Now, Vladimir goes and talks to Siri. She explains what happened and why she was heading to the school. Now... I'm hungry. But anyway. Sorry about that. Now, he is wondering how she got attacked by the ghouls. She said she ran across them, and she didn't know that they were in the middle of feeding. She accidentally disturbed them, and she ran. It says, okay, I'm gonna have to make sure Izuku goes out on a bit more of a patrol today. Because, yes, he does go out on patrols, looking for monsters, to hunt them down, make sure they don't get too close, and all of that. But anyway. So, right now, Izuku is training outside. As Vladimir says, "Izuku, I know you're training and all, but can you do an extra lap today? And widen your search. Make sure there are no other monsters out there close by." As he says, "Sure thing. I'll go do that now." As he's walking off, he grabs his two swords and his armor. And, well... Oh god, I'm hungry. Why the fuck am I hungry? I'm trying not to eat because people get shitty at me when I eat. And, well... basically, right now... he's out, grabbed his swords, is up, he's got his armor on, because he always likes to wear it, makes him feel comfy. As he says goodbye to Geralt, his brothers, and Yennefer. He says, "I'll be back." And, And Cersei looks basically over Vasimir's shoulder. Let me put in. And, well, she says, hey, that was Izuku? Why is he going out right now? As Vasimir says, it's because he rarely gets stuff done early before anything else. I mean, I don't blame him. He's got the same mindset as Geralt. He's very cautious and very strong. He's on par with Geralt. He's just a little bit stronger, because he tends to train a lot more. We do try to make him take breaks, but it doesn't work. Now let's cut to Izuku. Izuku's just doing his usual lap as he finds something odd. The animals, they aren't around as much. They've started to disappear. And, well, he finds... he does find something strange. A body of a goat, ripped and torn to shreds. As he thinks, wolves? As he says... no. But it doesn't make sense. Why? What creature would do this? Nothing I've felt before. Should I head back and get the others? Maybe father. Now remember, they got phones. Yes, they have phones. As he takes a couple pictures and sends them to Geralt. Geralt gets a message saying, don't know what creature did this, should I come back and get some help? As he sends the pictures, he's a bit worried, a bit confused as well. He's like, either a werewolf had done this, or another creature. A griffin. No. There are no griffins in this area, they can't survive. As he says, no, you should be fine. Just be extra careful. Got it? As Izuku says, sure thing, father. Won't be back. I shall be back in no time. As he goes off, and, well, what does he find? A werewolf. Now, Izuku does have a silver sword. He's got 2 swords. I think it's Wolfsbane as well that they are weak to. It's basically a potion. And, well, right now, Izuku does see this, and Izuku does have 2 long-range weapons. He's got a crossbow and a bow. Now, he's getting everything he needs ready. He's getting his basically potions and all that. As he drinks a strengthening potion, a speed enhancement potion, basically double his strength and speed already. He gets his sword ready to... He puts oils on it. And, well, he gets ready. Let's cut to when he's finished. Yes, I don't feel like going into the fight because you can tell already he's going to win. As he's walking back with his trophy, head of a werewolf. Somebody suffers from Black Panther, basically. Can't remember the actual name. And right now. But yeah. Izuku ends up coming back covered in blood, a few scratches and bruises. Nothing too damaging. Well, it's got a few deep cuts, but that's from, the teeth and the claws. As Deku comes back, he heads to his own room, which is full of trophies of monsters he's killed. They're not all. He's only got one of each. One right now. So he's got a werewolf one, a ghoul, a drowned head. What else? He's not come across a girlfriend yet. I'll think of more creatures later. But oops, shit. But yeah. Yeah, as he heads straight to the infirmary, basically patched up. He goes to see if his father is around and able to help. Unfortunately, he's not. He's gotten to go and hunt down a monster. He should be back. As he sees his brothers there, he's like, I'm guessing you two won't help. Just say, no, you'll learn to patch yourself up one of these days. As he's like, yeah, I'm still learning. Bite me. As he starts heading there, he sees his mother, Jennifer. He says, hi, Ma. She says, oh, hello, dear. And then she takes another look at him going, why are you covered in blood and... dear boy. She says, what? Oh, hold on. And she says, no, wait, I'll clean you off. And she uses a spell. So if you hear that, it's because I'm playing with a part of my dagger sheath that came off, which I gotta glue back on. Or put back on. Nah, glue. I'll take either way. Excuse me a second. As she proceeds to say, JP, this a simple spell. A spell to, wash clothes and get blood and everything out. And dry them at the same time. So yeah. Zuku says, oh, thanks, Mum. And she sees he's got a few pretty bad, cut scratches and teeth marks. He said they're all along his arm, and he's got to repair his armor. His face got a couple more scratches, and about to have a few more scars now. She says, she takes a very long sigh, and she says, come on, I'll go patch you up. Yes, Yenna's personality is a bit changed in this. Why? Because I can. But yeah, anyway, Zuku right now is heading to the infirmary with basically his mum. As all the other kids start saying, there goes that kid, there goes that freak again. The one that's joined the witches. Now they're the only... Now kids, there's a group of kids that really don't like the witches. And thinks they're better. And since Zuku's 12, and he's a very young witcher. Basically on par, just a little bit stronger than Geralt. But yeah, as this group says, it's one of those freaks. Looks like the freak got hurt. Huh, so they're not immortal. Now, they're no way immortal. They can die, but since they basically live a very, very long time. But yeah. So Yasuko's heading in front with Yennefer as he runs into Vladimir. His weapon says, "Ah, oh, boy, what'd you hunt?" And she says, "Oh, it was a werewolf, so... you know, had to make sure it didn't, get any closer. I mean, it's already killed a few goats and that already around the surrounding area." He says, "Very well. Where's your armor?" As Izuku says, gotta repair it. Probably upgraded as well. And she says, "Make sure you do that after you get stitched back up." He says, "Yeah, don't worry." As he looks at Yennefer, says, "This boy, I swear." And she agrees, "Yeah." Now, she does see him as a kid. Oh, shit. Sorry about that. She does see him as his kid. Same as Geralt sees him as his kid. Bosmia sees him as a, basically, grandson. The other two see him as a little brother to make fun of. They do, but they get along very well. So they also have competitions against each other. And one little detail. They allow Izuku to drink. Now, technically, no, that's not allowed, but I don't really give a shit, so fuck you. He knows a lot more stuff than the average 12-year-old does, but yeah. As he's heading to the infirmary, he sees Siri, says, "Oh, hello." As Yennefer walks in behind him, saying, "Hello, miss." As Siri looks to see Izuku basically covered it in scratches and bite marks. And she asks, "What did you go and hunt?" And he says, "Oh, a werewolf around, apparently. Oh well. No big deal, he's dead, I'm still alive." As Yennefer says, "Now bite down on this, you got..." No. He's got morphine in him, so the stitches don't hurt." As he's getting stitched up, Yennefer is basically scolding him, telling him to be more careful and everything. As he says, "Yes, I know. I gotta work on my spells, I'm guessing." She says, "Yep." He says, "Very well, I'll work on my signs." Cut to 2-3 weeks later. Izuku is outside training, and Siri is wondering what she can do around here. As she is studying, basically, books of monsters and all that. And, yeah. Now, Izuku is basically working on his science, combat training, and all that. Yeah. Sorry for the pause. Deku is just basically working science, combat training, and all that. As he's sparring with Geralt, Geralt did come back during this time. He killed a griffin. He basically gave a souvenir to Izuku, saying, "Here you go." As he's very eager. Very happy, because he loves souvenirs. Ones his mother gives him, and all that. Anyway, he's training, sparring with Geralt. As Geralt says, my son. As Izuku looks up, saying, "Yeah, Dad." As he says, "That girl that you rescued, Siri, I think her name is." He says, "Yeah, she's been here for a while. Why, what's up?" He says, "Why not try making friends with her?" As Izuku's about to open his mouth and says, "Yes, I know you don't like the word friends, and you don't like friends in general, because people here treat you differently. But she seems to treat you as a normal person, like me, your brothers, and your grandfather and your mother do." He says, "Yeah, I know, but still, I'm not in the concept of friends." So, if you don't mind, as Garrett says, "No, listen to me, what you will do, as I say, you will try and make friends with her." As he says, "But why?" He says, "Because it would be good for you. Besides, you need to learn some social skills. There are jobs out there that require you to do certain social skills. Now, please, do as I say." I can't do a Garrett voice. Zuko just gives a very, very long sigh in defeat, saying, "Fine." And, well, yeah. How long is this video going on for? Right, I paused it at one stage. Did I? No, I didn't. Did I? But yeah, anyway, Izuku is, well, wondering where this girl went. She's in a study. Not any other study. Not just a general study, his study. Because some say she went exploring and found a room. She's just thinking that it was Vladimir's room, going in and to find his study and to read. As he walks around, finds out that his door is open. As he remembers, did I not close it? And no one else is allowed in this room. Everyone knows that, because I know if they do, they will get severely hurt. As he walks in, he sees a girl with white hair sitting at his table going, "You know this is my room, right?" And she looks back and says, "I'm sorry, I thought this was Vladimir's room." Next floor out. "No, I can't have this floor. This floor's my own." Now, I'm gonna say, since this castle, multiple rooms and everything, one floor is dedicated to Izuku. So in this place has got a smithery, basically everything that the outside of the castle has, but he just brought in here because he doesn't like going around people. Basically, he also has got a kitchen in that, but he mainly eats with his family, because that's the one condition he has. He must eat with his family every time that it comes around dinner. He agrees to it, but yeah. And she says, "I'm sorry, he says, "It's fine. People generally don't come in here don't come into this floor because I tell them not to. You are new, so I should have told you this beforehand." And she says, "Why do you have a whole floor to yourself?" She says, "The other kids don't like me. They see me as a freak, considering I'm a witcher." And she says, "Oh, you're a witcher?" And she asks, "How old are you?" He says, "I am 12. However, I've been hunting monsters most of my life." And, yeah, so they have a few conversations and all that. She tells him his story. She tells him her story of how she basically came to the school and all that. Because some say he doesn't know. She says, oh, that makes sense. And she asks, how did you become to school? As he says, I was abandoned. She says, but you called Geralt dad and Yennefer mother and Uncle Vesemir grandpa. As Zuko just explains, says, well, considering I see them as family, and well, yeah. So Zuko right now is just trying to make friends. She says, you're pretty awkward to talk to. And she says, well, I'm not used to talking to people. I'm very antisocial. I don't like people. Like I said, I'm a bit of a loner. But then people I talk to are my family, so yeah. And they get at me all the time for not talking to the others, but there's reasons. Now. Zuko is basically talking with her, trying to get to know her. She getting a few answers out of him every time she asks questions, because he just says, my life is very boring. I live a very boring life. I basically don't do much. I eat, sleep, train, read, go out to the castle to hunt monsters every now and again, head to the city with my father every now and again, because he wants me to get used to the civil life, I guess, not the life I've come accustomed to, because he's used to the basically just, sorry, I'm stretching. I'm laying in bed. Basically, right now, explaining what he does to his life, his daily life. In his room, he does have a TV. He is, as he says, well, so as being a witch, I wouldn't mind becoming a hero, but I'm more dedicated to this life than, heroism. Now, he doesn't really have to go to a normal primary school, because he's learnt everything already. Basically, basics to life and all that, because doesn't mean it teaches him. He's basically the teacher at the school, basically, as well. So that happens. I'm gonna cut to no, I'll leave it off here today. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Love you all, and goodbye.